Welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show, FIFA 21 edition, starring your host, One Star Weak Foot, and our review specialist, One Star Weak Foot. Bow! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and welcome to the One Star Weak Foot Show, late night edition. Your one-stop shop for player reviews. I'm going to be your host today, One Star Weak Foot, and it makes me feel absolutely wonderful to see you back on the channel. So, let's cut to the chase. As you can tell by the thumbnail, I will be reviewing two team of the tournament or team of the group stage players today. Two of the most interesting ones. And of course, they're going to be Bruyne and Rashford. But before we look at their cards, I'm going to be showing you some custom tactics I was messing around with today. Because I wanted to try something unorthodox, something new. And we did throw out the 4-3-2-1 formation. It's going to be pressure on heavy touch with 4 width and 6 depth, and I'm playing fast build-up for the first time in Rivals in a long time, and it's going to be 5 width and 6 players in the box. As you can see, it's a very aggressive playstyle in comparison to most people's metas. In-game is going to look like this. We're going to have Aubameyang at striker, one of our main guys, Rashford, playing left forward with a stay central, getting behind tactic. Sterling is going to be the right forward. De Bruyne here is going to be playing as our center mid. And he's going to be the one that's really going to play the pseudo cam in this formation. He's going to be getting forward, getting into the box for a cross, and he, of course, has the positioning freedom to be on free roam. So he's going to be like the cam, the one that's going to be drifting into space, making late runs into the box. And let's look at their cards right now. All right, first we're going to have 87 Rashford. He's 6'1". He has high medium work rates. He's right-footed with the 5-star skills and 4-star weak foot. As you guys see here, I've played 5 games with him in Division Rivals, and I got 3 goals and 3 assists. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, if you want more content like this, do me a big solid to hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home for watching this video. So, when you look at this Rashford card, I mean, everybody and their mom uses Rashford in the weekend league. His not informed card is what nightmares are made of. This has a +2 on that card, and honestly, he looks like a mix of Ronaldo and Mbappe. He has that Mbappe type explosiveness with a 93 pace, the dribbling, the 5-star skills, and of course, he has very similar shooting stats. He's like Ronaldo in the sense that he's big. He's 6'1". He has some physical presence with the 78 strength, and he's going to be decent in the air. We're going to see if he justifies the price tag, because we know he's going to be a beast. But is he going to be a 1 million coin beast? Let's see. The next card we have on trial is going to be 92 rated De Bruyne, and honestly, when you look at this card, he looks like an absolute beast. If you're looking for a CM, even if you're looking for a cam, he's 5'11". He has high work rates. He's right-footed, but of course it doesn't matter. He has the 5-star weak foot, the 4-star skills. As you guys see here, he has insane stats. 5 games played in Rivals, 6 goals and 1 assist. And when you look at this De Bruyne card, he looks like an elite card in many categories. Of course, he has the 5-star weak foot. He has, yes, he does, the outside the foot shot trait. His shooting stats are very good. His launch shots look insane. Passing and dribbling wise is where he really shines. However, my question here, is the 80 agility going to be enough? Is the 78 balance going to let him down? He's 5'11". He's not the smallest player. We're going to see. Physically, low-key, he looks like a beast. He has good strength and aggression for the kind of player he is. He has 91 stamina to support the high work rates and the free roam tactics. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into the gameplay. I'm going to take you over to the review specialist in the studios, One Star Weak Foot. Take it away. Thanks, One Star. So, of course, card number 1 is going to be the expensive card, the 1.1 million Rashford. Is he worth it? I would have to say absolutely. We're going to break down the stats so I can make my case. So, first we're going to talk about his pace. He has 93 pace. And don't believe the stats, honestly, as far as explosiveness, as far as beating the defensive line, he is the closest thing to Mbappe I have felt on this game. He feels absolutely rapid. His acceleration out of the L1 fake shot out of the heel to heel is insane. And once he's in behind, I mean, good luck catching him. Good luck getting him off the ball. Overall, this guy's pace is a 10 out of 10. This guy is rapid. Next, we'll talk about shooting, and honestly, I definitely feel the upgrade here. I have non-form Rashford on this account. I have used him quite a bit, and this card is a lot more clinical in the box. His shot power is a lot more powerful. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the way he finishes is insane, and the way he beats the keeper is just by placing a shot well and blasting that thing on the side of the net. It's really a sight to behold. His attack positioning at 86 along with his pace makes him a menace for defenses, and him cutting inside from left forward was honestly a great position for him. I could see him thriving in a 2-striker system or even as a lone striker. Overall, this guy's shooting is a 9.25 out of 10. He is starting to get at the point where I can call him a very clinical finisher. finisher, but he's not quite at that level just yet. Next, we'll talk about his passing, and honestly, this is a part of the card that really surprised me, but when you look at the stats, it makes more sense. He has 86 vision, 85 short passing, 86 curve. And really, he has a lot of attributes of a cam. He could bring other players into the game. His passes in and around the box in park boxes are very, very nice. And his over-the-top through balls, his driven passes are not too bad with a 73 long passing. If you put some kind of passing cam style on him, I'd venture to say you could play him as a cam. Overall, this guy's passing is an 8 out of 10. Next, we'll talk about his dribbling, and I don't care if the dribbling only says 87. It feels like it's in the 90s. This guy is incredibly hard to dispossess. He's very, very sticky. And it doesn't quite make sense when you look at the dribbling stats. It really makes sense when you look at the dribbling and the physical, because he feels incredibly smooth on the ball. He's very responsive. He's very sticky, like I said. And when you put into the fact that he is 6'1", he's big, he becomes very hard to dispossess. He becomes very hard to get off the ball, and even if you get him off the ball tends to stick to him. His L1 and R1 dribbling is very, very nice. He's very explosive coming out of the skill moves, and overall, I gotta give this guy's dribbling a 9 out of 10. Finally, we'll be talking about his physical, and honestly, he is very close to Ronaldo, and he's not going to be quite as strong, but he makes up for it in the sense that he's more dynamic. But like I said, his shielding is very, very nice. Once he's in behind, if you tap L2 with your left finger, the defender's going to be knocked down a lot of the time. He's very, very strong. His stamina means he lasts all game, and overall, this guy's physical is an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, so what's the final verdict on this card? Honestly, I do think he's worth every penny. He's an insane card. He's essentially an Mbappe meets a Ronaldo. I mean, he doesn't quite have the clinical finish of a Ronaldo, but he's more explosive. He feels quicker. He feels a little bit better on the ball, and his passing is just as good. And overall, I have to give him a 9.5 out of 10. I think he's one of the most complete attackers on this game. Next, we'll be talking about Kevin De Bruyne. Is he worth 483,000? And I have to say, I think he is. Honestly, he surprised me with how good he played in game. We're going to break down the stats. So, first, you can talk about 78 pace. And in game, he didn't feel slow. I expected him to feel slow, sluggish, even clunky. And while he wasn't that quick, honestly, he was quicker than he looked as far as on paper. He's very agile. That has a lot to do with it. And tracking up and down the pitch with his high work rates, he was very active. And overall, this guy's pace is an 8 out of 10. He's not somebody you want to get in behind, but at the same time, he's very good at what he does, which is tracking up and down the pitch. Next, we'll talk about shooting, and honestly, this guy is a rocket of a shot. It has a lot to do with his 92 shot power, and where he really shined was his long shots. His finesses from ridiculous angles were hitting the back of the net. He has one of the best long shots I have used on this game. You would think he had the finesse shot trait, but he doesn't. His attack positioning was very evident. I had him making a lot of late runs, and a lot of his goals were just really off the strength of his attack positioning. Overall, this guy's finishing is a 9 out of 10. He is very clinical around the box, and his 5-star weak foot really helps in this regard. Next, we'll talk about his passing, and honestly, there is nothing that he can't do passing-wise. You are limited by your imagination. His passing stats are maxed out if you throw any kind of cam style on him. I chose the engine, and you really notice it. He could pass it on either foot with ease. He could pass under pressure. He could pass over the top through ball. Sometimes he'll even make passes that you didn't even mean to make, but his pass is better. Overall, this guy's passing is a 10 out of 10, one of the best playmakers on this game, and it definitely reflects how he is in real life. Next, we'll talk about his dribbling, and I was prepared to be let down, all right? I've used De Bruyne time after time again, and it's not until he gets a Team of the Season or Team of the Year card that I find him good on the ball, but this card is different, man. He feels very, very good with his L1 and R1 dribbling, very, very smooth. His agile dribbling is very nice. He's very quick to turn directions, and this is the best De Bruyne card I've used as far as before the Team of the Season stage. I can remember in any FIFA. He feels very, very nice on the ball, very sticky, and he was actually able to beat a man or two just to create his own shot. That really blew me away. That really adds to the aspect of this card because he brings a lot as far as being a complete midfielder. His dribbling is nuts. Overall, this guy's dribbling is a 9.5 out of 10. Try it out. You'll see what I'm talking about. Next, we're going to talk about his defensive and physical contributions, and honestly, the thing that really stood out here the most was his aggression and strength. He felt like he was always winning 50-50s. He wanted the ball more than his opponents, and he always got favored to those 50-50 balls. His 91 stamina means that he lasts all game, and defensively, he is enough to play in the 3-man midfield. Would I play him as an attacking CDM? I would say no, but in the 3-man midfield, he definitely holds his own. Overall, this guy's defending and physical is an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, so what do I think of this card? I think if you play a 3-man midfield, he is tailor-made for the attacking CM position. He pretty much contributes everything you want out of that position. He's very quick to track up and down the pitch with his high work rates. His finishing is exceptional. Passing is legendary. His dribbling, once again, is iconic. And his defensive and physical contributions make him a very modern CM on this game. And overall, I gotta give him a 9.25 out of 10. I was very surprised. I think he's a great value. When you compare him to Bruno Fernandes, I don't think he's half as good. And he is right now half the price. Alright guys, so that's going to be my double review for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode, but until then,